What's up, everybody? It's Sunday night here in Oldsmar, and I'm going to do a tropical update. This is Mike from Mike's Solar Page. How's it going? Here on YouTube. Hope you like my little YouTube channel. Really appreciate all the new subscribers. If you like it, please subscribe. We're going to talk about Hurricane Fiona right now. It's right above me. That's the current satellite. Big news today out of Puerto Rico. It's definitely been a big day for the island. Still ongoing. The eye has passed. It's in that Mona Passage, they call it, right between Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico right now. And so you can see that right above me. But we still have some big flooding going on and winds to talk about. So we're going to get into all that real quick. But first, here's a tropical update for tonight. The only other thing we got on the radar is a little spot in the middle Atlantic. So really the only thing in town is Fiona right now. So we're going to talk about that. Latest 8 p.m. advisory just came out. The winds are 85 miles an hour. And we still have hurricane warnings for Puerto Rico, hurricane warnings for the eastern part of Dominican Republic. We're starting to get tropical storm warnings now for Turks and Caicos and lower Bahamas. Those just came out. We're expecting a major hurricane approaching Bermuda later Thursday into Friday. Later Thursday into Friday. We're going to get into that. Unfortunately, Bermuda is right on that eastern side. So, you're going to get something. It does appear. All right, so earlier today, we did have a landfall officially around 3:20 p.m. Eastern. It was in the southwest part of Puerto Rico. Winds were 85 miles an hour. This is what the radar looked like then. I took a snapshot. Then, current radar tonight, you can see the eye. The eye right now is right here, obviously west of Puerto Rico. But, man, we're just still getting these rain trains coming in. Rain trains are never good because it's this constant flow of moisture coming up in the same exact spots, and we're getting reports of unbelievable flooding going on right now in Puerto Rico. So even though the eye is well west of the island, we're getting some amazing rain totals coming up with this constant flow of tropical moisture coming up from the Caribbean waters. Long-range radar, I found this one, Brian McNulty's site. He does an awesome job. This is what the radar looked like as it built in Virgin Islands. You can see the eye wall approaching with that northwest motion. Tons of rain are still covering the island, and this is amazing. Remember, it's only a Category 1. We talk about this all the time. You know, people get kind of worked up when it's a Category 3, 4, 5, but it's a Category 1 sometimes that could be just as devastating, and I think we're seeing that with some of this flooding that's going on. So only a Category 1, remember that. It doesn't mean anything. Currently, on our Furman Power Outage Tracker, we have 1,400,000 people out. That is the whole island of Puerto Rico out of power. And it's been that way since about, the last 6 hours. So, could be some areas that are getting power back, but basically 100% of the island was out of power most of the day today on Sunday. That's unprecedented. The whole island dealing with 100% power outage earlier today till right now. This is one little video. There's a bunch of videos going on. This is a brand new bridge they said they just built. And you can see the floodwaters pushed to the side and took the guardrail with it. I'm sure we're going to see scenes like this showing up more and more as daylight comes out tomorrow. This was in a new metal bridge installed in the town of Utato. Hope I said it right. Utato, Puerto Rico. Big deal. All right. So we know the flooding's bad. This is an official graphic that just came out from the National Weather Service about an hour ago. They're talking about 12 to 18 inches with local rainfall now expected around 30 inches in spots. I mean, that is almost 3 feet of rain. Now, we talked about this ahead of time. This storm going to the south has enabled these spiraling bands to just continue to push. Even though the eye wall's well to the west, we're still getting this flow of moisture coming up. And look at this, 30 inches, 20 inches, purple, 16, 18, 20 inches right here. Even though the eye, it's cleared and it's moving on, we're still getting this funneling of rains that are just coming up, just unprecedented. 18, 20 inches of rain here for parts of the island. So what's going on? All right, so here's a current look here. The hurricane hunters are out there flying tonight. It's Sunday night at 8 p.m. 984 pressure, definitely increasing. That means the winds are going to catch up. Anytime you get a drop in pressure, the winds are going to catch up. It's passing right here through this little passage, Hispaniola to the west here. Hopefully, they don't get the big effects because it seems like this system, most of the heavier effects have been on the east side. But pressure is dropping. Anytime the pressure drops, winds are going to catch up. So we're definitely seeing a strengthening hurricane. The official track from the NHC is putting this now at 125 miles an hour, nearing Bermuda. That's a major hurricane. So now we have to shift focus here and look at what's going to happen now that we saw what happened today, Sunday. The H-Wharf, interesting. I wanted to show this. The H-Wharf has done a phenomenal job. I knew it would with the pressure drop. Remember, originally the NHC had this as only at a 45 mile an hour tropical storm about this time. Now we're talking about an 85, 90 mile an hour possible hurricane, 973 tomorrow morning. But what I wanted to show was overnight tonight, we could still see tonight some pretty strong bands of rain and storms coming up through Puerto Rico tonight. This is Sunday night. And that's because we're getting these tails. We always get the tails of systems, on tropical systems. Even though our system might be well off north to Hispaniola, we're still going to get a funneling a tail tomorrow in the Monday coming up through Puerto Rico. So watch for that tomorrow. It's not over yet. Still seeing that. Finally, maybe by Monday night, Tuesday, things lighten up a little bit. And then we're going to start to watch this intensification. Track is very confident. I read a lot of posts. Again, I'm going to say it. There's a lot of hype out there about this thing missing some front stalling, some storm in the Pacific is going to change it. I don't believe it. Listen, I believe models. I believe spaghetti models. I believe in this front coming. I see it. I understand it. The spaghetti models would see it. They don't see it. This thing, more than likely, is not going to affect continental U.S., okay? So don't buy into the hype. There's a lot of folks out there spreading that it's still coming to the United States, meaning continental U.S., United States. These are your latest spaghetti models tonight. And look, very, very high confidence this thing is going to turn. Now, what this does mean is this. Eventually, unfortunately, we got Bermuda. And there's Bermuda right there. So let's show you what the latest couple models are here on Tropical Tidbits. This is Euro. These are fresh models for Sunday night. The Euro shows a strengthening system from 980, 958, 948. These are millibars. And 937, passing just west of Bermuda. That is a strong system. So Bermuda's watching close. The effects are going to be starting to be felt on Thursday into Friday. That's the time frame, Thursday into Friday. The GFS 942 dropping, larger wind field. I mean, it's starting to look like Bermuda's definitely going to feel this the end of this week, Thursday into Friday. Confidence is definitely lining up, and you're almost in the center of that cone with the NHC. Some of the higher resolution graphics here that we use here from Euro, look at that. So we get to, let's go to Thursday. As we get a little bit closer, you can see right here, Thursday night, this is the Euro. Winds are going to start picking up, into Friday morning and get awfully close to Bermuda. And these yellows are 100 miles an hour plus. I mean, we're talking major hurricane. So pay attention close. Thursday into Friday, Bermuda. This is the Euro. The GFS is a little bit faster. And unfortunately, the Euro is a little bit more to the east. But look, so close to Bermuda getting these big winds. Wind gusts of 100 miles an hour plus. So that's where we're watching this week, Thursday into Friday. Could be overnight Thursday, the worst time for any tropical system to come. So that's only, 4 days from now. So that's kind of where we're going to shift. Lastly, I've been sharing the Global Tropics Hazards map, and nothing's been showing up, but I will show this real quick as we get on the 10-minute mark. There is a little sign of a wave here down the road about a week from now that just showed up on the ensembles tonight. The GFS showed a little bit, just kind of putting it out there. That's a 10-day ensemble. I'm not really buying into it, but I wanted to share it at least for the YouTube tonight. This is, obviously a hot spot this time of the year in the tropics. This would be 9/28, September 28th, and the Euro showing this with some of the ensembles, and the GFS kind of teased it a little bit, but just put it out there. I'm not going to really buy into it till we look at the overnight models tonight, the 00Z. So we're thinking of everybody down there in Puerto Rico. We hate it. We have a lot of friends down there. I have a lot of friends, a lot of family that has friends. Power's out, and hopefully the flooding isn't affecting a lot of people, but it looks like it's going to be pretty bad. We're going to find out in the morning how bad it really is, and it sounds like it's going to be pretty bad. So we'll see what that's like tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow for the Daily Brew at 9:19 Eastern, so make sure you tune back in here at YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and we appreciate you joining in. And again, if you like the page, please subscribe. We're trying to get our numbers up and grow this little community here on YouTube, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.